Differentiate this function. All right, so we're going to rewrite this as such. Let's do it this color. 2 times x to the third minus 3 to the negative 1. Now we can use the product rule and the chain rule in order to solve this. So we have our first part here multiplied by our second part here. So we have f prime of x equal to the derivative of the first portion here, which is 0, because the derivative of 2 is 0. And just for, organization's sake, I will write out the second part here, but we know that this is all going to go away. So then we have the second part here, plus the first function here, which is just 2, times the derivative of the second portion. Now here, we're going to have to use the chain rule as well, because we have a function inside of this outer function. So what we do first is take the derivative of the outer function, which would be moving this exponent into the front and then lowering it by 1. So we have negative 1 times x to the third minus 3 to the negative 2. But then, as the chain rule states, we then have to multiply this times the derivative of what's inside. So that would be 3x squared. All right, now all we have to do is simplify. So this whole thing goes away, and we're left with this portion. So we'll have negative 2 times 3x squared. I'm moving this to the bottom, over this part, which is x to the third minus 3 to the second power. I've just moved it to the bottom because it has a negative exponent. And I can actually simplify this a little more. We have negative 6x squared over x to the third minus 3 squared. And if we actually multiply this out, we would get negative 6x squared over x to the third minus 3 times x to the third minus 3, which equals, we have x to the 6th power minus 3x to the third minus 3x to the third. That gives us negative 6x to the third plus 9, and that is b. Their negative sign is here, mine is up here, but those are the same thing, so b.